Everyone, welcome to Swindler's Den and this week's session of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. It's Wednesday prime time, Icewind Dale time. What's the saying?
Ooh, it's
time to die.
It's time to die.
It's Wednesday rhyme time, man.
Oh, rhyme time, that's what it is. I'm joined by a few players today. Let's start by introducing them and who they play with. Grizlocke, you can also plug something quick if you'd like.
Hey, I'm Grizlocke. I play Orlin, the half-orc wizard. I'm here on Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays, as well as on my own Twitch and YouTube, sort of. I haven't uploaded in a bit, but under the name Grizlocke.
Next, we have Bumbleskum.
Yo, it's your boy Bumbleskum. I play Heinlein Sworn Sword. That's the game.
That's the game. Next is Dyto.
Hello, I'm Dyto. I play Celeste Steele, the halfling warlock, and you can find me here on this channel on Mondays and Wednesdays. Especially check out Monday because things just got real.
Sure did. Next is TommieTaco.
What's up, everyone? I'm TommieTaco. You can catch me here on Wednesdays and Sundays, but you can also check me out on twitch.tv/TommieTaco.
And his OnlyFans, don't forget.
Yes, and my OnlyFans, where you can see Zavros Winerin, the character I play in this campaign, the half-elf ranger, because I forgot to mention that.
And last but not least, we have Dr. Phage.
Hello, I'm playing Axel, the Goliath fighter, and it's only here. This is all that I am.
And that's all we need you to be.
He doesn't exist outside of the show.
Yeah, he only exists on Wednesday nights.
When the show's over, he just pops out like he's gone.
EST.
He's like a fae.
We're waiting for things to get real in this game, so that way he can come into existence.
But yeah, a few people mentioned it. Be sure to check out our other shows. Sunday we have the Lost Song of Fandover, a follow-up to the Lost Mine of Fandover, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Monday is our homebrew Amoris, which things are getting crazy from you, which you heard from Dyto, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. But with that, let's get into the recap of last session. Last time, our players completed their quest up Calvin's Cairn to rescue Garrett, the guide who'd brought up a group of travelers seeking out some old Goliath lore, but ended up coming across a Yeti instead, who had killed one of them. Another had died had succumbed to the cold, but they were able to save Perilou, a halfling, as well as Garrett himself, and Boyd, the dog. They started heading back from Calvin's Cairn. They sent Garrett went over to Caer Koenig to check in with his employers before heading back to Targos, where he lived with his partner. But our group headed across the tundra to make it to Tourmaline as quick as possible and then head down to Bryn Shander. On their way, they encountered a blizzard, which caused them to stop for a short amount of time, couple hours in fact, when a bright light started to appear out of the snow, and they came across what they don't know, but the audience what is going to be told now. It was called a cold walker, a corpse that is consumed with some kind of light for some reason or another. We won't get into right now, but some of them tried to fight it. Axel just figuring it was his destiny to take this thing on, started fighting it, as well as a few of them doubling back to try and help, with Heinlein trying to lead the charge out of the blizzard towards Tourmaline. Eventually, after a couple of yelling back and forth to each other, the group followed Heinlein out as Axel stayed behind with Shannara, the mummy, to fight off this creature. With a final blow coming from a spiritual orc that appeared from Heinlein, they were able to destroy the Cold Walker, but not before Axel was lost in the blizzard, as the rest of the party headed towards Tourmaline. And this is where we will begin the session, with Axel and Shannara in the little fortify that you've created. So you are in here with Shinar, as well as this corpse that was the Cold Walker became after the light disappeared from it, sitting in the hut.
Well, that was not difficult as I thought it was going to be.
No, you were able to handle it quite handily.
Is there... Oh,
go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask out of character, is there anything interesting about the corpse, or is it literally just like a frozen corpse?
Literally just like a frozen dead corpse.
Cool.
So, what are your plans from here?
You lived in the Dale long before, correct? This is where you lived originally?
Correct. Long before it was called the Dale.
What was it like then? Was it
Very
as snow-covered?
Not year-round, no. We had our winters, but settlements were very sparse. Few groups were trying to take control of the area before others could. There were a few other castles around.
I don't know when my people first came here. As far as I knew, we had always lived here, but were they around when you lived here, the Goliaths?
I can only assume Goliaths are typically very isolated from the rest of the groups of humanoids. Very rarely seen out amongst their away from their clans or tribes.
There's a tale that is told to young Goliath, the creature that travels in swirling winds, mostly told originally as, oh, the scary thing, don't go out or the creature will get you. You just keep all the young Goliaths inside. But when I was young, we have a ritual in my tribe, and it is it gives you your destiny, your markings and things like that. And I was cast out because of mine, for there was a winter in my future. And then this came. I assumed it was it. Went with this group of people. They seemed to be very keen on doing something. I could not do it on my own. Perhaps it is time that I go back to my elders to see if this is what was required of me. I have learned much more on our travels, but I do not know if this is my destiny or something else.
Well, if it is to your elders that you desire to travel, I shall assist you upon that, or whatever path you decide. Or it was commanded by Master Orlin that I assist you. So I shall follow that.
I think it is time I go home, at least for a short while. I have information to share. It will be good to travel with you, though, Shadnar.
You as well. I am excited to see more of this new world.
I'm excited to show you.
And with that, we back out of the makeshift shelter into the blizzard that swirls around them. The blizzard does begin to dissipate, Axel. And as you kind of peek out to look to see the weather's condition, you see a large hulking figure far off in the distance, a large hulking shadow. And as you peer at it, it backs up into the snow and disappears.
Son of a bitch.
And that is where we will cut to the rest of the party. So the rest of you are heading towards Tourmaline. You are just getting out of this blizzard. The wind and snow is starting to lighten up. and you start to see the familiar sight of Tourmaline ahead of you, which is surrounded by a forest, if I remember correctly. So you can, if you want to just continue on without stopping, you can, or you can stop and talk a little bit. But you know from Tourmaline, it's about a 5-hour trip on your... Oh, wait, sorry, 3-hour trip on your mounts to get to Bryn Shander. You have to go through Targos first.
Yeah. I do want to mention, I think you missed out on another perfect opportunity to start off with us having a character waking up. Instead of going to him while he's still awake.
Well, we lost the theme, unfortunately, so I forget to do it now.
How long has it been since we left our campsite up on the mountain?
So it was pretty early in the morning when you left there. I'd say it's about like a little afternoon, like maybe 2-ish p.m. our time. Between coming down the mountain, getting to base camps, parting ways, getting through the blizzard, sitting in the blizzard, and all of that stuff. Also, I will remind you, it is currently 2 days until the moon. Well, I say 2 days. Today is the last day before the new moon day. So, those of you who have lived in Icewind Dale will know that whatever town you are in on the day of, like at the morning, so tomorrow morning around like 5 a.m.-ish, you are then stuck in that town for the rest of the day. So you have to go through whatever sacrificial ritual they go through. Some of them have to prepare throughout the day, and then like the actual event takes place in the evening for all of them. It's just how much they have to prepare, and they don't want you like heading out and trying to get to a good one if you're in that town at that time. You just have to stay. You can go into any town during that day. You just can't leave towns.
Question: what was Tourmaline?
As far as the sacrifices?
Yes.
Let me...
I think it's
remember.
Warm?
Yeah.
No,
Food,
Tourmaline
right?
is warmth.
Oh,
That is correct.
Tourmaline is warmth.
that makes sense. They have trees, right?
Yes, and they also have it's like the wind coming down from the lake and stuff is also very bitter for them too. So it's not great to be there either.
What time did you say it was right now?
Around 2 p.m.
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
So, okay, also, I thought about this as you were describing, and I know, like, we're constant, like, what day is it before the thing? I don't know if anyone else agrees with this, but I think it might be, I don't know why I just thought of this, but it might be easier if you gave us, like a weekday, like the new moon's is on a Wednesday night, something like that.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
Because I think that might help at least me keep it straight, like today is Tuesday at 2
It's
p.m.
weird because Faerun has a 10-day week, so it's not the same as ours. Which is why I haven't done that. I've just been going by days. But yeah,
I just think like in terms for us for like
Yeah.
at least for the metagame purpose of like keeping track of days.
Yeah.
Since I also don't.
So
have, like,
tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday night is when it starts Wednesday morning.
Okay.
But yeah, in the future ones, we might not get to another one, but
Yeah.
for future ones, we'll do that.
well, fellas. I think we should keep going because if we plan on getting on to Bryn Shander, we got to get there by tomorrow morning. We can't get stuck somewhere else, or we'll miss our
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
chance.
Ish.
Are we going to be going through the town, or are we going around it?
It's easier travel if you go through the towns. You can go around if you'd like.
I want to do a perception check as we're walking through the town. See if I notice. I'd assume some people would be preparing a day in advance, possibly. Do I see like? It's gonna be hard to ask.
So you guys are going into Tourmaline, is what you're saying, and you're gonna look around in there.
If it's faster.
Yeah, the travel that path of travel will be faster through.
Like if we are, then I want to make a perception check. But if we're not, I won't
Okay.
do the perception check. So is that what we're going to be doing?
I mean, as long as we don't think like they're gonna lock us in, which they shouldn't until tomorrow, right?
Right.
So, I think we're fine to go in and out. It's
All
gonna
right,
save
well,
time.
We
as we're
do
going
have to
through
go
it-
through Targos before we get to Brunch. Keep that.
Yeah.
Right. Which we should be able to get through all of them in the same day.
I want to make a perception check to see if I see like a family that is going through hard times. Like it looks like they're probably not the most warm. Like they're not wearing the most warm clothes, possibly.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Please be good.
20. So you would know that there's not gonna be people like getting ready per se in this town, because with the warmth you just don't have fire at night.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
majority of the time you're
probably getting clothes, to
Yeah,
keep clothes warm.
but yeah, like as you're passing by when the marketplace is, you do see a group of a family that is you can see the father is trying to buy furs and haggle with the person who's trying to sell them, but doesn't seem to be making any leeway to that.
Okay, so as we're doing that, I'm gonna like turn because I'm riding in the back of this cart while I guess Orland's piloting.
Mhm.
Orland, good friend, give me just a moment, please. And I'm gonna hop off, and I'm gonna like walk over to the market, and I'm just gonna like be that jackass that completely cuts off the entire conversation. And like he's looking at these furs. I'm just gonna walk up, start touching, and be like, "Oh, how much for these furs?"
20 gold for these ones.
20 gold. All right. And I slap 20 gold down, and I'm going to buy the furs.
Oh, thank you for your patronage, sir.
And then I'm going to turn and give them to the man and just bow and walk away and hop back on the cart.
Stunned, and before he can say anything, you hop back on the cart and start riding away. All right. Is there anything else you want to do in Tourmaline before you head out? Otherwise, we can just boot scoot our way down to Targos.
I would say he doesn't like see my face though, because I do have like my garb and stuff.
Yeah,
on,
you
so
have
he
your.
doesn't know who the hell it was that just did that. I'm just
Very good. Just a good deed done by Zavros.
Trying to earn that good karma for his rolls tonight.
Yeah, he does.
Why do you think I've been gathering fur from all the animals?
He used his 20 already to do that. So.
Yeah.
All right.
All downhill from here.
We will head down to Targos then.
If I die a good man. Fuck you, Baka.
And with Targos, you don't necessarily have to go in if you don't want to, because as you can see from the map,
Right.
the road comes down to that fork where you initially you found Boy, the first time you came down here.
At this point, it would be about 5, since it was 2, and you said it would take 3 hours, or it would take 3 hours to get to Bryn Shander.
It only takes 2 hours to get here, so it's about
Okay.
4. Yep.
What do you
So
say?
totally up to you if you want to
Can
stop
we
or not.
hold out?
Well, I think we have some time before everyone starts to go to bed. I think we could probably make it to Bryn Shander within the next couple of hours.
Perfect.
There's no sense in trying to accustomate to the warmth when we're already used to the cold already. It's just going to make it easier to sit around and lose out our timing.
All right. So once again, you attempt to take the road to Bryn Shander, and this time nothing impedes you, thankfully. So it's only about an hour travel over the snowy path to Bryn Shander, but as you make your way there, you begin to see a lone wind-lashed hill standing in front of you. And on top of that hill stands the tall wall that surrounds Bryn Shander. There isn't, even for being the most popular town in 10 Towns. There, you don't see many travelers going in and out, if at all. As you approach from the direction that you come from, from the you're going to be coming in from the. Why can't I think of this? Sorry, I thought of this ahead of time.
Holy shit,
North
Bryn
Gate.
Shander's big.
Yeah.
You're gonna be from the North Gate is where you're coming from. As you approach this enormous wall made out of wood, you can see where the ramparts come up to about the chest of these guards that are walking back and forth on the wall. And this enormous door stands in front of you, which is closed currently.
Do we know if it's like a situation where like people are only let in batches, or if they're just closed for the sake of like?
So,
caravans
you've
or-
always known the doors to be closed.
Yeah.
The rest of the people who've lived in Icewind Dale for longer know that they usually only close the doors when it's dark, which is all the time now. So it's not that they aren't keeping people it's not that they're keeping people out. It's just that that's what they do when it's dark. So you would have to alert the guards to get let in.
Hello.
Hello down there. What's your business in Bryn Shander?
Looking for warmth.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to check you over when you come in. We've had with somebody trying to scale the wall earlier. Some crazed man. So just being extra cautious. You understand?
No, why would somebody do something like that?
I don't know. Some man came out of the waste, wearing nothing but the furs around his waist, trying to climb these walls. Some kind of crazed state. Had to take him down, unfortunately, but
You felled him.
yes.
Is it normal for crazy people to try and climb the walls?
No, it's not. Doesn't happen. As far as I know, it hasn't happened before. But you never know with these times. All right, open the doors. And the doors. It takes a moment as you hear these large wooden planks being taken off the other side, and the doors, these 15-foot tall doors, start to creak open from either side, opening to you to let you all in. As you come in, the guards look over your stuff, just do a general check, make sure that you're not smuggling anything in, which thankfully you're not at this point. And yeah, then they send you on your way. Welcome to Bryn Shander. As you know, the sacrifice will be happening tomorrow, so if you plan to stay, you'll be in the lottery.
Probably doesn't happen often, eh? People coming in on the night before.
No, typically they want to be somewhere else if they can, but not many have the option to travel either, so...
Wouldn't
Question.
expect someone to try to break in this night.
No, I don't think anybody's going to be trying that. If you're referring to that man from before, I don't know what his thing was. Shouting about some kind of demon lord or something. I don't know. Crazy man in the wastes. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. We won't be causing you any problems like that.
You better not. So we'll have to take care of you like we did with him. You know, it's a little. Yeah, I'm not worried about you.
Question, DM, do they have a charter that you sign when you enter into the gates? It's here's my name, this, to be in the lottery? Do they keep,
no, so...
ads or what?
So, usually tomorrow they're gonna be locking down buildings and then making sure everybody gets signed up as they go through the town. Because especially
okay.
Brenchander has a larger militia now in their town, so they're able to just kind of do a sweep of the town to get everybody.
Okay.
So where to first, fellas?
Oh, question. I'm gonna whisper to Heinlein. Is this where, Blue Eyes is supposed to be?
As far as we know, here or East Haven.
What was the merchant group he was with?
That would be Hordes. Hordes
Hordes?
traveling merchants.
Oh, sorry.
Does that ring a bell for you, or?
Question, God, is that like famous merchant caravan in town?
Famous merchant caravan.
What's her name? Hordes?
Torgs.
Torgs.
Hordes.
They were here a few days ago. Took the southwest gate out of here, heading out to the spire, trying to make it through the pass down to Luskin like they tend to do every once in a while.
Oh, I was really hoping to browse some wares while I was in town before I might possibly die. Okay.
So again, Luskin is what sacrifice?
Luskin's not in the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luskin's not.
Oh, it's
into
not
town.
right.
It's like the first town before you go through the waves.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. It doesn't do
Yep.
it.
The pirate town on the Sword Coast.
That's probably a good sign for us. He probably departed off here.
You said they went to the south gate? What gate would lead to East Haven? Would I know?
East Gate.
Down the east way.
Are you guys on this map? Yeah, you
Yes.
are. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So the North Gate's the one that comes from Targos. East Gate goes over to Eastway Haven. You take the Eastway over there. Southwest Gate is the one that takes you down through the pass, through the Spire of the World, down to Luskin.
So, I'm saying this not in front of the guards. I assume we've like walked away or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
We're on our
probably
way, wandering.
So, if we really want to ensure we find this guy, are we going to go with the plan where we try to get ourselves purposely picked? Because
I think
there's
that
no...
was a plan to purposely get picked.
Well, there's no guarantee that whoever gets picked will try to run. And we know this man only kills those who try to run.
You think he stayed behind while everybody else went to Luskin and his group?
Yes.
not to disrupt our conversation out here, as the wind and the people are loud. Maybe we should find somewhere else to actually sit down and talk about things rather than out here.
Of course.
I don't know if you have a plan on where to go. I will say right at the north gate, there seems to be a pretty busy building that appears to be some kind of tavern. You can see the sign out front says the North Look, and it has the image of a large knucklehead trout underneath it.
Look, everyone, I can see through the buildings from the south gate to the north gate, and I think there's a tavern.
Well, you're at the north gate.
Oh, I thought we came in through the south.
Nope.
No, south
that-
goes to
okay.
Luskin.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's where Torgs
makes
left through. You came through the north.
And so this looks like it's like maybe a bar or a restaurant or a tavern or something.
Yes. Other than that, you're not sure if like any other public buildings. I mean, there's smaller taverns and things. This is the most popular one where a lot of the adventurers and things go.
Should we see if we can't find like a private room to rent out, or
You know, sleeping in a bed would be damn awesome.
I couldn't agree more. Maybe we should see if we can find an inn around here.
Also carrying a lot of pelts. Like, I'm sitting on the fucking pelts.
What do you plan to do with those? Beast Boy.
Sell them probably, or fashion something, but you'll see.
Okay. As long as I can get a drink before bed.
Yeah, so I guess we'll check out the busy, illustrious building, or no, everyone?
If we think that's like a inn or something, right?
Yeah, we'll go scope
Yeah,
it out.
yeah, it's the most prominent inn and tavern in town.
Okay, it's combo. Okay.
All right, you head inside the north. Are you just tying up the axe beaks and stuff outside? I assume then.
Is there like a stable
Sta-
that we can lock this stuff down?
Yeah.
We got a
I was
lot
about
of
to say,
shit on this cart.
Stables are on the far side of town by the south gate, so you'd have to trek over there, which takes a little bit in this town. But if that's what you want to do,
Okay.
Do they have hitching posts?
Yeah.
We could just hitch them. One of us stay out here. Somebody get the rooms, and then we could put our stuff in the rooms.
That's true.
Oh,
You got a
I'll
lot
stay
of
out
shit
here.
on this cart.
Okay.
all right. Heinlein stays outside as the rest of you head in. Once entering this tavern, you see a variety of different people here, much more so than the normal townsfolk of the 10 towns. Because as you know, this is where the adventurers and mercenaries gather for the most part. It's very rowdy in here, especially compared to the rest of the taverns that you've been inside. People drinking and cheersing and sharing stories with each other, some taking jobs. As you look around, and at the bar there stands an older human, graying hair, has a white eye on one side, who's doing the typical cleaning a mug that a bartender does. Also, there is a large hearth in here that a lot of people are gathered around, and above the hearth is a very large taxidermized knucklehead trout.
I guess I'd walk up to the bar and just be like, "Oh, hello, good sir. That's a nice trophy over there hanging up. It's a nice
Oh,
size.
you cut an eye of old Bitey, did ya?
It's quite large, I will say that. I've never seen one that big.
Oh, yeah, he's pulled many a fisher into Mar Dualdun before he's eventually caught, but we got him, the old bastard. They wanted to eat him, but I said, no, we gotta hang him up.
Do you usually have trophies in here? Like, if I look around, is there a lot of trophies hanging on the wall, or is it just mostly that knucklehead trout?
Nope, just the knucklehead trout, as far as you can see.
Well, if that's the case, I probably wouldn't say anything. Oh, well, just curious. My companions and I, we're looking for lodging and a place to sit down and enjoy the warmth and drink.
Well, you've come to the right place if you're looking for that. Golden night for a room. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, it covers food, drinks are extra.
All right, I turned to the room. It's like, well, it's a golden night. Is this good for everyone, or covers food, but sadly not? Oh, you said food and drink were separate.
Just food. Drink is
Just
extra.
food. Okay, so food is covered with the cost. You're saying, or no?
Yes, food is covered with the room cost, but you have to pay if you want drinks.
It'll be fine.
That's good.
Oh, and I'll throw down 5 gold pieces for everyone.
You only need 4. There's only 4 of you right now.
That is true.
Nobody's addressed Axel.
I will throw 4. I'll be like, where the fuck is Axel? I'm kidding.
Should be here any minute. Told him to meet us here.
Turns out he
Buy
went the
him a
opposite
drink.
direction of me and his clan.
Actually, Orlin
Shinar with
told
me.
Shinar. No, never mind. Axel's the one who told Shinar to come down here, so you wouldn't know.
Well, you know what? First round's on me, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
at that point,
first-
I'd go in and start unloading like my cart.
Yes,
and
let's unload our things so Heinlein can come in.
yeah, you can bring your stuff up to the room easy enough.
Also, it's really hard to hide this giant fucking Yeti head. So I'm just like bringing this Yeti head.
Celeste doesn't help bring things in. She definitely gets a drink.
All right, yeah. Normal drinks are 5 silver. If you want the good meat, it's 8. They do have it here.
Yeah, you said it's 8 silver?
Yep.
She'll get the good stuff.
For bringing in your Yeti head, if you're trying to hide it, you can do a stealth check for me.
This is gonna be so bad. It's like there's a blanket kind of covering it, but then, like the horns are still sticking. I was like, what the fuck?
I also remember you have exhaustion, so that first check should have been that one.
Oh, yeah, that should have been that one.
That's fine.
Oh shit!
I just took money from you. It's not.
I knew
Yeah,
something
well.
felt off with
I
this
was
dice
like-
roll.
Hey,
Oh,
there's
that's it,
an
Aaron.
Oh, there it is. So like we're walking and
Balance.
the skin is covering it, like the fur just falls off, and I'm just sitting there holding this Yeti head, like
Everybody turns to look at you, and like it goes dead silent. Like there's been people being very rowdy, and everybody just turns to look, and you hear some whispers. Just, is that a Yeti head? Oh my god!
don't mind me, just securing my trophies. And I like start like trying to cover it back up and like rush to the room.
Well, at least no one will be picking a fight with us.
Sure, Dominus, that's alpha male energy. It's so tough.
So we are killing this character this session, right?
Yes. Zavros plunges his own self from the second story into the bitter cold.
You're able to get your stuff up to your room with a lot of notice, and you can head back down to the tavern if you'd like. Or I know Celeste is already drinking, so if you want to
Going
join her,
down
you can.
there, are there like alcoves? Because I know, like in my head, some taverns have like little private sections.
Yeah, there's
where
like
you
there's
can
like
draw off a curtain or something. Or
yeah, there's like these rounded spaces in the corners of the room where like the seats kind of go around this window, with a table in the middle of them. There's two,
kind of like a family alcove at a
kind of, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like it's not away from everybody else, but it's a little bit separated from the rest of the groups. One of them is taken currently, but the other one, it seems, one of the barmaids is cleaning it up currently, taking drinks off the table and stuff.
I have one more picture in my backpack. I'm gonna take it out, take a look at it in the bar. Look like the picture I have, the person we're looking for.
Suffolk?
Suffolk, yeah.
Yeah, do a perception check.
7.
You do not see anybody that matches your drawing here.
Probably did a bad job on it.
now ours are coming down. Celeste, is Celeste like where's Celeste sitting? Because I kind of want to like motion to like go to like the little private little alcove.
I mean, she'd probably be at the bar, ready to buy another drink when she finishes the one she has.
All right, if that's the case, I'd probably just walk up to the barmaid and be like, excuse me, has this become available to sit at?
Yes, I was just getting it cleaned up. You can take it. It's nobody's here. It's not reserved.
All right. Oh, and by the way, that lady over there, you need to describe your character for me again.
Blue hair, white cloak. She probably still has her white handkerchief still up and her goggles on.
Alright.
Gold shoulder things that come up like a popped collar.
Also a halfling.
Also
Which is
halfling.
very
Yeah,
easy.
very, very
Still
important.
halfling.
That blue-haired halfling with the white cloak over there. Could you like tell her that we're going to be over here?
Yes, I can do
I'll
that
give
for
her
you.
a copper for her troubles.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and she'll like gather all the dishes up in one load and walk over, and as she's passing Celeste, oh, that man over there wants you to go hang out with him.
She kind
I'm
of
waving awkwardly. that she looks.
She kind of like wiggles her eyebrows at the barmaid and kind of turns, and then her smile fades a little bit. All right, can you bring a round over for everybody? I
Yeah, but
guess.
good meat or just
No,
normal?
we'll give them the crappy stuff.
The crappies. Okay. She'll
Are
head to
you
that.
I am imagining she only notices the two of you, so she thinks around is just two people, I guess. So everyone is unpacking and leaving their stuff up there. I'm just kind of sitting out there with with the axe beaks and stuff. Are we bringing them? Like, are you guys like what's our plan right now with the axe beaks? Because I know those two are just sitting down to drink already, but I just don't know if we're
Yeah. We only have 2 axe beaks right now, right? And we don't have a dog.
3. We have
Oh, we
3
got
axe beaks.
3. Okay.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, no dog, but 3 axe beaks.
And a sled.
Yeah, 1 sled.
Too bad we don't have an extra person to go drive the 3rd sled over there. The 3rd, yeah.
Second question I have. I actually have like 2 to 3 questions here. Number 1, what is the cost of stables here? Do you think?
Cost of what, sorry?
Stables.
Stables is 5 silver here.
Okay.
And that's per animal.
Sorry, how much was it?
5 silver.
Uh,
Second.
Food for your animal too.
Second question I have. 2 out of 3 here. Where do I live? I don't know if there's. I don't want to just like click on random buildings and be like, oh, actually, that's not even near the residential or something like that.
Yeah. So yours is gonna actually be this one here. I'll put a little X on it for you.
All right.
Boop, boop.
Got that big house?
Number 3,
Not that
3
big
out of
big.
3 questions. Is there a place at my house for an animal?
Yes. Yeah. You'd have
Okay.
You'd have those makeshift stables there. Yeah.
How many animals fit there before I go on? Because I assume for me I was gonna just put mine there, but
You could
I
get
mean,
all 3 there.
you've got such a large house. You should just like let them run amok in the building.
right there's I mean
There'd be enough room for 3 axe
Okay.
beaks if you wanted to bring them all there. Yeah.
Is that like his little shed out there? Is that what that is? That's his little stable.
Yeah.
That he's got. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, man!
Okay,
You're
okay.
rich as hell, dude.
So don't
It's all tied up in real estate.
yeah, I mean, if we could get at least someone else, I'm gonna look at to maybe if like someone's leaving the bar or something like that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll go with you. I need someone.
A human walks out with a dwarf. A human and a dwarf walk out together.
You mean a door park out?
Yep.
Hey, how would you two like to make some money?
Oh, I mean, you got a job for us? We're trying in there, but everybody just wants us to kill these big things. We're not up for that. So we got something small for us.
All right, are you guys any good at handling animals?
I mean, I'll handle an animal. I'll try my best.
I suppose that was a weird question considering you just turned down a pig job, but I should say, all right, Orland, I can take care of these. If you guys want to go settle down and do your stuff.
I'm sorry. I just imagine Heinlein like outside this place, like old noir style, next to a street lamp shining down on him, and it goes like, "Hey boys, you want to make some money?"
You ever handled an animal before?
Oh, I can handle an animal.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I just described. I'm just gonna pay them to help me walk the axe beaks or ride the axe beaks to my place.
All right. You can do that.
And I'll pay them. You know. I guess my rate I was gonna give them was just 10 silver, is that fine, or is that what do you think I
Well,
should do? Because I know that
Yeah,
obviously they're
we'll
gonna
take 10 silver. That's fine with us. Yeah.
yeah, just for their troubles. Okay, I'll mark that on my sheet.
So you're having them ride the other two axe beaks?
Yeah.
All right. So the human gets on the axe beak. He's like, "Oh, this isn't too hard. It's like, well, I guess I've never really done this before. But it seems fine." The dwarf like clambers up on the axe beak, and as he tries to get settled in, he like jabs it a little too hard with his heel, and it just takes off down the street, rushing.
Which one?
Celeste's axe beak.
Okay.
It's a very, very
You hear the
Fun
dwarf
car.
screaming as his axe beak takes down the street.
All right, let's go get it. Let's chase it up. I guess my plan is with them to at least try to get all 3 axe beaks safely to my house the best I can. I don't know how you want me to.
Yeah.
Go about that
We
or-
will come back to you on that actually.
Okay, that's
Orlin, you head back inside, I assume, after
Yeah.
seeing this axe beak just charge off down the street.
Yeah. Just kind of like face palm and shaking my head.
And you head back in where everybody, your other 2 companions, are in this corner. The barmaid has brought over 2 drinks for you, which would be, these are the cheap ones, so this would be a total of 6 silver for the 2 of them. I hope you 2 enjoy yourselves. Let me know if you need anything.
Oh, by the do you have any of that like hill whiskey, whatever it is? It's really strong.
It's one of those. Okay, it's one of those. Oh yeah, I can two for you 2, or
2 for me.
Take 2.
I'm alright.
you're joining them. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. 2 for everybody.
Yeah.
10
No,
silver for the gold per person if you're getting 2.
I just like how the 2 for everyone has layers to this joke.
It's like
Oh,
an
yeah,
onion.
it'll be a gold each. I'll be right back with that. I'll let you guys talk, and she will walk away.
After she walks away, I want to like scan the crowd. Is anyone looking at us? Because I mean, I did bring a fucking Yeti here through the middle of the tavern.
Yeah, do a perception check, disadvantage.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be hardcore disadvantage once I get that hill whiskey in me. 15.
15. As you sit there and scan the room, lots of people are looking at you. Like everybody will, like they'll be whispering to each other and kind of peek over at you and go back to whispering. But in the far corner, you see a man leaning back in his chair, boots up on the table. And this man is not wearing warm winter clothing. He is wearing a tunic similar to that of a pirate, and he is staring at all of you, holding a knife made of ice, twirling it on his finger.
Oh, what a
And we'll
fucking
cut over to
asshole.
Heinlein.
God damn it.
Heinlein, you were chasing after this axe beak down the streets. There's bright lanterns slowly swaying in the breeze that illuminate the streets as you follow after them. Just do an animal handling check for me, please.
okay. Oh, I swear, this is gonna be going as good as those 2. 6.
Yeah, you aren't able to quite catch up to them as they get to the center of town, and let's see. It veers to the left and starts heading towards the east gate.
Oh gosh. So I'm imagining I'm on Velt, and I imagine the one guy is on Choco.
Choco riding behind you.
With the dwarf in the sled as we all chase after him.
Yeah.
Son of a wrong way. All right, let's take it to the east. Let's get after him. All right. I don't want to like have us separate at all, but so I'm just gonna have us try and rush as best we can. Yelling, "Pardon me, excuse me, animal on the loose." I don't know if what.
Do another animal handling as you're trying to chase this thing down.
We'll be no trouble.
Back.
Immediately, let's act speak loose.
Oh, son of a bee!
Oh yeah, so it gets to this curve and immediately takes another right and starts heading down the street.
Son of a. All right.
One more animal handling to try and keep up. With it.
Okay. Let me just see something real quick, because I don't know if.
As this thing is starting to go around curves faster than you're able to chase it.
Before I do that, do you mind if I cast a spell?
What?
Alright, I am going to need it to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Axe peak wisdom. What are we looking at here? Probably not a lot.
I'm hoping. It's a real easy DC.
Why is this not coming up for me?
He's basically got a 50-50 shot at this.
This one. Oh, it's 2 words. That's why I was coming up. Yeah, got a 9.
Got a 9! It was a DC 11. I just yell out. I don't think I've ever heard Celeste say its name if it has one.
She did say it once.
She did say. Oh, it was a some
Kieran.
little reference.
It
was it?
What was it? It was Kieran.
Kieran?
Kieran, yes.
Kieran.
Kieran,
With-
H, with an H.
Okay, because that second time it sounded more like a K. That made me more. Okay, Kieran. Kieran, I command you to stop this instant. And I use the command on it. Or it just stop is the command. And so,
It skids to a halt and stands still as you're able to catch up to it.
all right. Finally. Okay. Now this time, and I'm gonna get out Velt and show them how to get onto an animal. And like try. Can I do like a persuasion or something to like get them to listen and follow how to control this thing? Or
Yeah, do a persuasion.
that's my wheelhouse.
Yeah. So they watch like, oh yeah, we'll do it right this time. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the human helps the dwarf get up this time, so he doesn't have to clamber up it. I mean, it's also actually made for a halfling to get on, but this dwarf was still having a rough time.
Comes with a little
but
step ladder.
The human is able to help him up there, and they get on and start riding, following you.
Yeah, I'm just heading back to the house.
Yeah, you.
So,
Go
how long have you guys been in Brinchander?
We just came here from Bremen. We heard about this group of people that came and they stopped the lake monster from killing people. So we wanted to start getting. We're not good enough to take on a lake monster yet, but we're trying. We're trying.
Well, yeah, really, it's all about the basics. Just gotta keep practicing the basics, and you gotta get stronger, and eventually,
Just talk to it.
yeah. Really, you practice the basics, you'll know what to do any time a situation surprises you, right? And every situation you get into will never go the way you planned it to.
Much like what just happened now,
Yeah.
right?
That's I suppose that is. It's really about keeping calm, and if you stick to the basics, you'll always know what to do. You guys didn't want to fight some pig monsters?
No, I think it's a little too much for us yet. I'm afraid of a bear. I don't think Did you say pig monster? Because I said big monster.
Oh, okay. I'm misinterpreting every single person's first
It's
syllable.
all right. I think it's my accent. I
It's
was
weird.
mumbling.
'Cause-
It was my fault. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, it's for some reason I feel like we have a similar accent on some level, so I just I thought I heard it. Pig monster sounds okay. That makes a lot more sense here. Big monster. What do you mean by a big monster?
Yeah, they're talking about some kind of thing, some antler thing. I don't know. It seemed like a lot for us. Didn't want to deal with it.
Some antler.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He said there's a big monster with antlers out in the forest. It says no, thank you, and I left.
Okay. All right. That it's I'm certain that one day you'll be able to take on something like that. I know, I'm traveling with some pretty strong people, pretty capable people. And I gotta say, we've overcome a lot. And at the same time, I don't think any single fight has gone in our way thus far since I've met them. But you still keep going. Just gotta keep those basics going, and you'll make yourself. Even when things go terribly, terribly, terribly wrong, you're knocked flat on your back by a giant moose. You'll, as long as you keep to the basics, you'll get there. that's him just making small talk with these guys, so he kind of knows that they're still with him as he leads them.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of terrible times, do you hear about what happened to adventurers over in East Haven?
No. What's going on over?
They were hired by some wizard guy, and then he killed them all. Apparently, is what I hear. They're gonna be, I guess not trying them, but dealing punishment in the next couple days here over there. I hear, but.
Well, that's kind of the risk you make when you try to pull some funny business out lands like these, I suppose.
I guess so, yeah. Hopefully we don't get hired by a wizard and killed. Are you going to kill us?
I'm no wizard.
Okay, good. Thank you.
What's your names?
My name's Hugo. The dwarf is Strongbeard.
Hugo and Strongbeard.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I keep on the basics, and I think we just got turned right here, and we are at where I need us to be. Thank you so much. And I pull out the silver and I hand it to him.
Oh, thank you. Here's your axe beaks. Have fun with them. We're gonna go buy alcohol with this, and they start heading off. But you see the building that you and others live in, ahead before you. Unlike the majority of the other buildings around, there is no light coming from within inside.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna. I guess I'll settle up all the axe beaks in there. Get the sled set up somewhere. And I'll just to the front door, knock on my way, and then try to see if it opens.
You knock, and there is no response.
Yeah, I'll just. Does it open at all, or is it locked?
Nope, it's locked.
It's locked. No. Okay. So they might be out for a bit. I'll just have to come back at some point. I'm gonna knock one last time, see what goes on.
You knock, wait a couple seconds. No stirring in the house, no response.
I think that would be kind of weird. And I know a lot of things kind of go weird. Can I look around the building? I don't know if there's like an extra, like a side door or like a window that I would be able to easily get through, or through like the alleyway or something.
There are some first level windows that you can see into. They are all locked as well, and the back door is a little bit less sturdy than the front, but it is locked as well. And this is what leads into like the kitchen area.
Okay, I'll try going through that way. I'll try knocking my way into the door.
Do a strength athletics check.
Athletics. Here's my real wheelhouse. Son of a bitch.
It is a weaker door, so you can slam into it. It takes you twice, but you're able to crack the door enough to be able to push it out of its lock. The lock out of the catch. You slowly creak it open.
Yeah. I try to set it. I don't know if there's like a candle or something that I would be able to light in the area, or.
There isn't any lit, so the inside of the house is dark. You can kind of do a perception check with disadvantage because there is some light coming in from the lanterns outside, but
I'm trying to find
the lanterns on the street. So
if I don't think that I could find something easily, I would try to maybe use my tinderbox for sparks also to like try and visualize, but I'll do my stupid perception. What I get?
You got
7.
A 7. It takes you a little bit, but you're able to like kind of knock some things off of shelves. Like a knife falls into the floor, but you're able to find one of the candles that is like one of the candle lobbers, not lobbers. What are the little handles? Candles. Candle on the stand.
Give me a candle handle.
The candle handle. You're able to find one of those.
Okay, cool. Does it look like people are just out for the day? What do I think?
You light it up and you start to walk around. There's nobody in the kitchen. Like none of the lights are on at all. Even like the common area is empty. The fireplace isn't going. All of the rooms for people are upstairs, but also it's still earlier in the day, so you don't think people would be sleeping yet. But yeah, there's nobody here.
I'm sure they've had a much longer time to get used to this place than I have, so I'll go up to my room real quick and like try to freshen up. I'm not. I'll say this right off the bat. I'm not as like hurried to go back to the North Look. I'm willing to take a little bit of time to go there, so I might like, just take a breather in my home and then like go up to my room for a second, maybe sit down, try to just warm myself up a bit since I've been in the cold for like hours and hours.
Yeah, you make your way upstairs, the floorboards creaking as you go, armor jangling against itself, and you get upstairs. All of the rooms are closed, all the doors are closed. You're able to make it into your room just fine and freshen up a little bit in the silence. And if that's all you care to do for right now.
Yeah, that's he's kind of just having a moment after everything he's had to go through again.
All right, we will head back to the tavern, where Zavros has just laid eyes on the man who struck down Heinlein and Mila a few days before. As he sees you make eye contact with him, he pushes his chair back from the table, stands up, grabs a drink off of the waitress's platter as she walks by, takes a sip of it, and then pulls a chair up to all of you and sits right in front of all of you.
I'm just staring at him in silence, and I'm just like kind of serious, and I'm just waiting for my drinks.
So, where's your two friends? Did they lay in the snow and die? That's not what I heard from people around. They're still walking.
We met in Snowy Owlbear on the way into town. Did not go well.
Unfortunate. I wanted to make sure I killed them myself, but the deed's done. I just have to worry about you. 3? Who are you? I haven't met you before. All right.
Are you here to join the fun? I mean, you have a drink already.
You could say that, yes.
I mean, you're kind of big. She kind of stands up and jumps. But I think I could handle you. Give you a good ride. She winks.
Yes. You not fill your friend in here on who I am.
No.
Oh, good. Should probably not spread around that you know about me, and then I won't have to dispose of you.
You have like transmittable things that she kind of takes a step back that you don't want people knowing about.
Be ashamed to stab her here in front of everybody else, but I might have to.
Celeste, this is the man that Heinlein was ordered to find.
So you do have something transmittable.
If you consider death transmittable, yes. Cephacalcho, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Celeste
Puts his hand
Steel,
out.
and I hold out my pirate stake instead of my hand. I kind of like have it up my sleeve, so it just looks like my stake is my hand. She's not very smart.
At this point, the waitress brings over 2 shots of Hellfire whiskey for everybody, or 2 like cups of it. Like, oh, here you all go. Enjoy. I see another has joined you. This is all right. I'm gonna walk away from this.
I
She-
grab my shots and I'd like push one towards Cephalic.
Too warm for me. Thank you, though.
I'm just like staring at him the whole time, and I just like take my first one.
Yeah,
and just shoot it.
Celeste down both of hers.
Give me a Constitution save.
This isn't gonna go well. Oh, 20.
20. Yeah, it burns, but you've been out in the cold for so long, it feels
Oh,
good.
that felt good.
So, do we have to tango, or are you guys just gonna keep silent?
Yeah?
I mean,
It
it's
wasn't a yes or no question.
Yes to all.
Didn't you say, are we gonna have to tango?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or are you gonna keep silent?
I said I answered with a question. Here?
Oh, here. That's what I thought you said.
Oh, I thought you said yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I am not hearing
I thought you
anyone
said
today.
that too. I was like, yeah, we'll be quiet and still kick your ass, I guess.
We won't have to talk about it after you're dead.
No, not here. That's
Apparently the chat heard yeah too, which is weird.
what they also hear. Oh, I guess yeah. I was gonna say they hear you better, but that doesn't make sense because they didn't hear it. Not in the tavern, obviously. Better to keep my cover still. Want to be able to continue my work as well as my hobbies.
I grab the second and take a shot of that too. After he starts mentioning how he kills people.
Make a con save.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, even with the, I mean, you didn't have disadvantage, but if you
No.
did, it would be good still. Yeah, you were able to take it down as well. The moment, just the pressure of this, the weight of this moment, you steel your nerves enough to be able to handle this Hellfire whiskey.
So, was it business with the man climbing the wall you're doing?
No, that's its own strange ordeal. That was, I don't know what that was.
So what?
Many things drive a person mad here in the Dale, so.
I thought that you only killed those who tried to escape their fate.
If they try to escape the Ice Queen, the Frostmaiden's will, I say Ice Queen, a Frostmaiden's will, yes. But if they're also out to stop me from performing what the Frostmaiden needs of me, then I will dispose of them as well.
What does she need of you?
To make sure that people are following their sacrifices to her, and to keep outsiders like your friend was out of here. She put out those blizzards around the spire for a reason. She doesn't want people coming in anymore.
And why would that be?
Isolation. She thrives in it.
sounds like a toxic relationship.
Well, She saved me from death, so I must do her bidding. And as he stands up and like pushes his chair, and if you want to stand in the way of that, I'll have to dispose of you. Have a good day. And he begins to walk away.
As he goes to walk away, I'm gonna like say, do you view your Frostmaiden as a god?
She is a god.
Funny, a god needs a mortal to do her work. And I'm just gonna completely ignore him from that point on.
Most do, funny enough. And you continue to walk. And he will go out the door.
I want to nod to Azavros. Should you follow him? Find out where he's staying.
I could, but I'm
This is
sure
what
he'll
we
be out and about fairly soon.
This is what we came here for. There's no guarantee that whoever gets picked will run.
I can follow him. But there's also something else I'll need to talk to you about later.
Understood?
Needless to say, I'm tired of people bowing.
I bow to no one.
I think everyone's been bowing for the last 2 years. And I'll just get up and I'll start slowly working. Well, fuck. I'm gonna have disadvantage on every fucking one of these rolls.
Keep
I'll
forgetting,
start,
dude.
I'll start like.
Never
walking
mind,
out.
Zavros, never mind. I got you fucked up. Let me go.
I'm not only that, but I've got 9 HP, so I look pretty fucked up right now.
I'm gonna follow Sefik. I notice he gets up and what do you like? Maybe like you kind of stagger a little bit or something. Then I'll follow.
Yeah, probably. But...
Bags under his eyes. Alright, you're gonna follow him out. I assume you want to do this stealthily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a stealth check for me.
Wish I had invisibility. That'd be nice right about now. Let me check something really quick.
Valida appears. Or no, Ivern appears. Yes, invisibility.
Trying to figure out if this thing has to stay within a certain distance of me. It's too late. It would have taken 10 minutes to cast. Alright, I'm just going to roll stealth. Nice. Perfect.
We will deal with the results of that after our break.
Ah, fuck.
So, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. As we return to Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. We last, before we took our break, we were in Brinchander and looking for Sefik, and they found him, and Orlin wanted to follow him. He rolled a stealth check before he went to break, and now we're dealing with that. So, Orlin, you are slowly following behind Sefik as he makes his way through the streets, heading towards the east side of Brinchander. As you round a corner, you kind of knock into some boxes that are like outside of a building and knock one over. And as you go to look to make sure you weren't spotted, you see Sefik continues to walk. You continue to follow.
Let me roll. No.
No. Alright. You're just gonna let him leave. Alright. He starts walking away from you. I assume you go back to Northlook.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, Orlin comes back into the bar, tavern, not able to find where Sefik was staying.
Better luck next time.
Well,
Alright. Oh, Go ahead.
Did you see where he was going, or did you lose him?
How far into this would I have lost him?
You would have gotten to about here.
He was kind of heading east.
Yep, he was heading east way.
He was headed east, but I was under the assumption I blew my cover, so I decided to turn around before it was too late.
Yes, can't be having my friend die. Go see the barmaid.
Yeah, she's hurriedly walking around the room,
I'm gonna
handing
wave her
out
over.
drinks to people.
And I want to order 2 more Hill whiskeys.
All right, 2 more whiskeys, you said?
Yeah.
Another gold piece for you.
Well, it's 2, right? Or is it 1 per?
It's 1 gold piece, so it's 5 silver per.
Oh, damn! I need to add. Okay, well, I'll just keep my money the same then.
There you go.
Because I took 2 off, thinking it was because you said 1 each. So I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, I meant 1 for each of you for 2. Yep.
Just take some mead, please.
All right, that's 5 silver for you then. Or
And-
good,
and-
sorry, 8 silver. I'm sorry.
Nah, it can be the regular stuff. Just keep it
Regular
coming.
stuff 5 then. I'll be right back. She heads off.
Olin, question: do you not like honey mead?
No, it's fine. Why?
Well, I thought you said that you really liked it, and I bought an entire gallon, and I mean, you enjoyed it, but something, you just don't smile a lot, I found out.
You don't say. I'll work on
You know,
that.
if you take to practice smiling, if you take a stick and put it in your mouth, it'll work your jaw muscles, so it'll be easier for you to smile.
I'm
I
glad
can
I
show you.
understood that word she said.
The barmaid comes back. There's a stick in Orland's mouth now. It's like things are starting to get heated over here. You said you wanted to speak.
Well, probably just the both of us.
Perhaps lay
No,
off
No
the.
offense, Celeste, I just don't know you that well. Oh, trust me, I'm going to need this. It's like I shoot the other 2 immediately.
Con save.
I got this.
Gonna fail so bad he's gonna get a level of
Six.
exhaustion.
It's hitting you hard.
Uh,
Yes, it's hard to keep your eyes open at this point.
Celeste just hits her hand on his back. I was like, I think
throw a
you
ball
need to
table.
slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna give him a cure wounds. I'm gonna give him my freebie. Yeah, I think it's that one. So he'll get 7 points of healing. Hey, that one worked. I should have stabbed him.
I love how I get really fucked up each combat, and her healing has been dog shit for everyone else, but when she heals me, it's like, BAM! It's
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. Oh. Thank you, Celeste.
No problem.
As you guys drink further, Zacharias getting ever more drunk. I just want to check in with Heinlein. Are you just gonna continue
So-
hanging out here, or
I mean, he's kind of just sitting there for a bit. So I think that he's probably got like a book or like a scroll or something, or like I'd say probably more like a book. That's kind of like dedicated to like the lords of where he comes from, and like he is probably sitting there like with it, like because he's been gone and away from any kind of sense of home, for like a week now, and the people he knows aren't here, so he's mostly trying to be there and get some solace in like once again I have failed to return to your side, but it'll be soon, I'm sure. And with that, that's going to be my harness divine power. So basically, all that does is My prayer lets me regain an extended spell, regain one expended spell slot by using my channel divinity.
Mhm.
So that way I'm back up to 2 spells out of 3 because I've used quite a bit today. And then, after getting some solace, he'll finally get up. He'll write a note and leave it on the table with 3 gold pieces, letting him know that he's been in town and hopefully they find their way back and they are safe and whatnot. And he'll try to come back, if possible, but like today, they never know if they're gonna expect him ever. So he does that, and he starts slowly making his way back to the North Look. He's gonna try and shut the door the best he can and keep it at least seemingly closed.
As you are descending the stairs of this house,
yeah,
you see on the floor a book that seems to have been damaged in some way. It's laying open with the cover up, but it seems to be in a pretty bad shape, almost as if it was attempted to be torn at some point. But as you go to look at it, you can see on the cover, it says the House of the Morning Lord on it. And there's a sun coming up over a horizon.
Okay, so I'm just writing it down real quick. Okay, I'll pick it up and I'll just kind of look at it. If is there can I just quickly glance through it? Because I'm kind of curious because it shouldn't be out of the place like this. It should be.
Yeah, just doing a quick skim of it. You can tell that this is a shrine here in Brinchander that prays to, but it's focused on praying to Amon Amonator, the sun god. And there's a lot of different passages talking about how he will bring the sun back to Icewind Dale. Yeah, that's what a quick scan will get you.
And it looks like it was tried to be torn in half.
Yeah, a lot of the pages are damaged and seems to have been tampered with in some way. Not sure why it would have been or what's going on with it, but it seems pretty beat up.
Is there a library of books nearby, on a shelf, or is this just kind of out in the open, away from where everything else?
Yeah, it's away from the shelving that would be in the common area. It's just at the bottom of the stairs. It's a not miracle, but it's a surprise that you would have missed it on the way up.
Yeah.
How far out it is.
I guess if I feel like I didn't see it on the way up, I know it's dark. I'm just gonna take a quick look around because if I didn't hear anything, but it's kind of weird that it'd just be there. I'm just a quick
double nat 20s. You look around.
What's the lingering injury?
Yeah, lingering injury. You begin looking around and you can see that not that something is here, but there's been a lack of something here for a few days now. As you go over to the bookshelf and there's dust that's been collecting on this bookshelf, and even the more places you would see people coming through more often are very dusty.
Does it look like there's boots or are people's belongings here that they would use to travel, boots and stuff, coats?
Yes.
So,
everybody's boots are by the doors. Any kind of packs that they would have had are all still in where they should be being stored.
I drop the book and I run upstairs.
All right.
I don't even knock. I just try and open the doors.
You open the first door, and as you slam it open, you can see there is a figure laying in the bed there.
I go over to him. Hey now, what do you guys don't answer when you knock?
As you go to reach for him, you can see there is some kind of dark liquid that is pooled on the blanket. As you go to turn him over, one of the people that you have come to know with working with For Your Lord is dead in their bed.
He's like turns them over and he sees this and he's kind of like holding on to like the shoulders as he's like trying to flip them over and whatnot, and his like grip just tightens and like let's go. And he goes and checks on the other two rooms. Is it actually before I go? No, I think I would just check on the next two rooms first.
Yeah, you check the other two rooms. Very much the same figure in the bed, and you roll them over. They are dead.
What does it look like killed them? Like a stab somewhere?
There's a stab wound.
Okay, like just in the chest,
yep.
In the neck. Okay,
in the chest. Yep.
He's. I know he doesn't think fast about this normally, but he does check to go see like where one of them keeps their keys for the building.
Yeah, they all of them would have keys like on their nightstand, so you'd be able to grab them there. Yep.
Okay, so I just grab one from the last room, and I head downstairs. I grab the book, put it in with my stuff, and I leave, shut the door, and I just narrow focus. I start marching towards the North Look.
All right. We will cut to that because the timelines kind of meet up here at this point. You are all sitting there talking. Zavros is getting a little bit overserved as Heinlein comes to the door. I assume with much gusto. Or with purpose, I should say. Gusto seems like more of a happy word. With a purpose.
Mm-hmm. I scan the room immediately, looking to see if I can't find where they are at. I know it's a busy bar, but
yeah, it's pretty easy to see them because they're off like kind of in a corner, but it's not completely secluded. Orlin has a stick in his mouth.
And that, my friends, is how you defeat a kraken.
It's a wonderful story. I'm gonna reach over and like tug the stick that's in Orlin's mouth, like just a little bit, to see if he fucking lets it go.
Yeah, he just drops it.
I just like look at it, and then I just like put it back in his mouth. No, I'm like
shaking his head. No,
I just like set it down on the table.
It might take a few days. Might take a few days, few tries.
I hear there's a spell that will make people laugh.
I'm going to.
We should get that spell.
Slam my hand down on the table.
Heinlein, you just missed your friend.
Zavros, I think you should go to bed.
Yes.
Zavros staggers off upstairs. I assume that's what you're doing when you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there, but I'm not gonna immediately go to bed. I'm gonna do my little meditation.
Okay,
ritual.
Cool. If he's in town, I am going to scour every house in this goddamn city until I find that weasel.
Like the fire. Where did this come
I'm
from?
gonna need another drink for that.
He glances over to the inebriated Celeste.
She's actually not.
She's only
Okay.
3 rows.
This is probably the most chatty I've ever seen you because of the cold and howling winds, and since we've met, we've been outdoors. So this is our first time seeing you in like a civilian setting. So you seem more probably bubbly than normal for him, at least, or at least that he's paid attention to. So he's probably assumed with all the glasses on the table that you guys have been having your time. I don't know how much you're gonna expect to see me again. But I can guarantee you all that you don't need to stick around here anymore, because you will damn sure not see that man again either.
Are you trying to go off and fight him on your own again?
I don't care who is putting knives directed towards him, but I'm saying I am going to kill this man tonight.
My shiv. It's a mistake.
Right.
I don't know where the fuck he thinks he's hiding in this town, but I'm certain he is here.
What has lit this fire in you?
It's none of your goddamn business.
All right. Good night. Orland's gonna go to bed.
All right, Orland heads upstairs. So it's just
Celeste.
Hein and Celeste, yep.
Yeah, Celeste is gonna finish the drink she has on the table, which is crappy ale. Well, I was sent here to help you, and if we're going after this guy tonight...
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
As I'm walking off, I just turn half around and I say, "He was headed east." I keep going.
All right. I'm just gonna leave the North Look then. At that point.
All right. Heinlein and Celeste leave the North Look. Let's check in with Zavros and Orland before we follow them. Zavros, you've meditating up your room. Orland, I think you got a separate room, but
Probably,
if you want
but
to,
I'll knock on Zavros's since he wanted to talk.
Yeah.
I'm like meditating, but I'm like, yes, you can come. Oh, the door's locked. And I like stand up, stagger over there, and I like open up the door. Oh, Orland.
Zavros. How goes it?
I think I'm drunk.
You appear to be. Should I come back when you're sober?
No, I probably want to say this while I'm drunk. Do you want to come in? There's a little chair over there. I'll just sit on the floor.
Sure.
Whenever he does go in there, if you do scan the room, I've got my 2 short swords like laid out in like a cross section like that. And then I have what?
You just pointed to your crotch.
No,
Yeah.
like it's not my crotch. I put my hands on
Zavros is
table,
butt
but you
naked in
can't
his
see it.
room.
Yeah, I'm just free balling this, man. That's what I love about Twitch. No, I'm kidding. So I've got them like crossed, like just laying on the floor, and my bow just behind those. And I just go and I sit down, just cross-legged again with like those weapons in front of me. And you see the necklace I usually wear is sitting like in between both of the weapons. And I'm just like sitting cross-legged while you just sit in your chair. Oh, then you say you don't bow to anyone.
Not anymore.
Oh. How long did you do it before?
It's been maybe 20 years. Well, no, 18 years. Ish.
Who'd you stop bowing to? Unless it's too personal.
It's a long story.
Well, question. Have you stopped bowing to the Frostmaiden?
What makes you say that I ever bowed to her?
I'm not saying you in particular, it just seems like everyone has. And once a month, we all bow to someone's death.
That's why I wanted to fight this Sheffic. And being a cog in her wheel.
You ever stop to think that we're all cogs?
This is the alcohol talking.
Perhaps. But last I checked, no one stood up to stop a sacrifice. Not in a long time.
So, that's your plan?
I don't know. But if I do it, I won't be able to come here ever again.
That's if you get caught.
True.
I don't like the way it's done. As I said when I first laughed at Axel when he wanted to stop the Snow Queen. But when I saw we had an opportunity to do it in some way, not to stop her entirely, but to harm her ways, I was in for it. When I was young, I suffered a fate similar to those who are drawn. And, I wouldn't mind aiding you in your efforts to stop it from happening more.
The first time I questioned it was actually Heinlein.
What of him?
Do you remember what I told him about trying to impose his will on the laws of this land? And I actually defended this land's laws.
Yes.
Maybe we should change those laws.
Go to sleep.
Okay. And I just like lean back and just like fall asleep on the floor. I just like reach up, grab a blanket, and just like pull it down.
Savras goes to sleep, and Orlin, I assume you go to your room after.
Nope. I go, shit. And then I go to, this time try and sneak and follow Heinlein and Celeste.
All right. Very cool.
Too many of the people I know are trying to do stupid shit.
You start heading down the stairs to follow Savras and Heinlein. Or sorry, Heinlein and Celeste.
Yeah. Can I say one real quick? I didn't want to interrupt like their roleplay, so I didn't say it. But it occurred to me as soon as we switched out for me. I do want to take a scrap of paper and write I want to write 21 Crag Street. I'll put that in our chat. I just write that on a note and I go, Celeste, and I like hand her the note, make sure that piece of paper gets to the tavern, or at least gets to Orlin and Zavros. I suppose you guys should want to know where your animals are being kept. And it's a street address.
She looks at it, she folds it up, puts it in her pocket. Yeah, I'll be sure to get this to him after we finish up. What's the plan, anyway?
You should at least get them it now, so that way in the morning they know where they're...
How far away would we have gotten at this point?
I wanted to, like, as soon as we got out, realize this.
Well,
I know Highland would not go back in the bar because he is steamed.
In that case, Celeste will just cast message and let Orlin know that address.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you descend the
works.
stairs, you hear Celeste message you.
Apparently, our axe beaks are at 21 Crag Street.
Copy that.
All right. And I guess we start heading east.
All right. What are you gonna do to look for him? And at the same time, Orlin, give me a stealth check if you're trying to be sneaky about this.
Please, oh please, this time be better. Hey.
My strategy, actually, was going to be yelling Cephalic Keltros over and over again.
Into a mirror.
Or Cephalic Keltro.
Candyman.
Okay.
Cephalic Keltro!
Is the plan to be dramatic?
The plan is to make sure that I find this man tonight. And I know if he hears my voice calling his name, he is damn sure gonna come out of his hiding place.
Give me intimidation. Very good. Yes, you start walking through the street yelling for Cephalic. And Orlin easy enough to hide, follow them and not be heard when not Axel. Wow, my names are bad tonight. Heinlein is yelling for him. You get over here. You're heading east, and you're like following the wall down. And you do come across a building that catches your eye as a large shrine that says House of the Morning Lord is to your left. And Dr. Phage, if you'd like to describe your character as you hear somebody yelling Cephalic Caltro in the streets as you're getting ready to head home. Or actually, you stay here, but you're cleaning up for the night.
So you would see probably doing some of the chores outside, cleaning things up, or doing the nightly priest duty, whatever my responsibilities are. But a almost 6.5 foot tall silver dragonborn, who's in this over what sounds like some sort of armor. Just there's a clinking and a clacking going on underneath it. But she is, again, almost 6.5 feet tall, fairly thin. So not a whole lot of muscle on her, fairly stick thin. And is just kind of looks up and goes, what is all this commotion? So who are you seeking? Well, obviously a Cephalic, but why are you shouting in the streets?
No offense to the inclusion of Dr. Phage finally, but I'm absolutely ignoring that and just yelling Cephalic. So I don't know about the other two if they're, but that is my reaction.
Totally fair.
He is going a little crazy, trying to find somebody from another town.
Okay, may the Lords shine upon you. Have a good night. Hopefully you find who you're looking for.
Yeah. Thanks. Do you want a drink? I think I need another drink.
No, I don't want to
Picks out her flask.
Thanks for the offer, though.
You might hear some loud noises. I'd get inside.
Okay.
I use minor illusion to make like a firework appear above Heinlein's head as he's yelling.
And they continue off looking for
Get behind the
Sephic.
curtain where you belong.
Not far behind them, a half orc is kind of nonchalantly following after him. I mean, he's not drawing attention to himself, so dealer's choice if you'd say anything. Otherwise, you can go about your duties.
That probably looks somewhat sketchy. If you see me.
If you see me.
I mean, I can do a perception check.
I think Baka might have been implying that you saw me.
Yeah, that he was like.
He's just stealthing away.
I don't
from
think
me.
you're like creeping through the alleys doing it, but you're
yeah.
far enough back.
So
that
I'm not
can't see you.
hiding from everyone. I'm just hiding from Heinlein and Celeste. So
That's what I took it as. Yes.
Celeste is concentrating on trying to keep up with this guy who moves significantly faster than she does.
Just like seeing this half orc like walking along nonchalantly behind these other two, I'll just point and be like, the shouty one that went that way, and so did the short one. They're not being very subtle.
thank you.
One of them set off a firework, and the other one's just running down the street shouting. Just, I don't know if me saying anything is gonna make a difference.
Who might she be?
Does it matter?
Can I like insight this person?
Sure.
I want to. Okay. Hey.
Ooh.
Hey,
Do it.
Nat 20. What does he glean from looking at you? Like personality wise and stuff?
Oh god.
Your goals?
What are goodness.
What's your blood type?
Dragonborn positive.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean,
Little bit
more
of cobalt
details
in
at least about the stuff on her person. She does have what seems like a small amulet or some sort of trinket that is giving off light that's around her chest. You also would see nearby there's a lute that's almost within easy grabbing distance. But she does look like she's traveled. Like, she doesn't look like a normal priest.
Okay. The sigil around her neck, would I know what that is, Baka, with that 21 insight? Or if it is something or not. I don't know if it is specifically a symbol of something.
It wouldn't be a symbol of something.
Okay.
With your 21 insight. I mean, it would be, it's giving off light, but it looks to be like a small vial that's filled with a liquid of sorts.
Okay, never mind then. Yes, thank you for your help. I'll continue on. I tried everything I could to rope you in.
No worries.
I'm sorry. It was so funny to me that like finally the third person to interact, and he goes.
No, it's all good. Okay.
Can I? I'm gonna try and catch Orland's shoulder just like as he's leaving, and just say, "May the Lord of Light guide you on your journeys." And I'm going to just cast resistance on him. So he'll have, for a minute, you can add a d4 and add it to one saving throw of your choice.
Very good.
Are you cleric?
Yes? Do you need clerical assistance?
No, you said Lord of Light.
Oh, yeah, it's the Shrine of the Morning Lord, Aminator. We're in a normal time when I grew up here. The sun showed up, and we're trying to get the sun back. It's a
That's
hard
great. Walk
thing
and
to
talk.
sell.
Come on.
Oh, okay. What are we? Okay.
Are you sworn to this oath?
Well, technically to a different oath, but I mean, I'd like the sun to come back. It's kind of depressing here now.
How would you like it if I said you had the chance right now to kill a follower of the Snow Queen? Put an end to his treachery.
Imagine you're like a nun and some random dude who shushed you is trying to convince you to commit murder.
Well, I don't know about the murder part, but stopping this person would be good. Can I insight check him just to see what the fuck is happening?
Every time y'all say Lord of Light, I'm like, you Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was wrong, because I was like, there's no way it's that, right?
Morning Lord is what it is.
Morning Lord.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
you look at him, and he was a guy following two other people who says he's gonna kill somebody. Prop the Frostmaiden. Take it as you will.
I think I'm just following to see like how this is gonna play out, because we've had one guy just shouting a name up the street, a halfling going like, "Don't worry about it. You want a drink?" and just swigging whiskey behind him, and then sketchy half-orc being like, "You want to murder someone, holy person?"
I feel like at this point you should call the police.
Yeah, no, he's just following to know when and how to report a crime.
I'm going, alright, so you can heal that one. Pointing at Celeste. Don't heal that one. He wants to die.
I just love how we pull the cards. You won't be a problem. We're just out here causing. What the fuck?
I believe I'll make the decision as to who I will heal. If
Understood.
it comes to that.
Just know he's going to be quite grumpy with you.
Well, wouldn't be the first grumpy person I've dealt with.
Alright. Highland and Celeste. You haven't figured out you have something to say?
Would you have said I would have had a short rest at all when I was visiting my house before I got pissed off, or?
Yeah. A short rest, you're gonna need it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted my my channel divinity back.
No worries.
Yeah, I mean that's my plan. Is I just yell Cephalic Caltro, come out, you coward.
Yes. So as you're walking down the street yelling, you see from... Give me a perception check, actually, because you're looking for this guy.
Oh gosh.
I give one too. I'm
Yeah.
not looking.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking. So
You can give him help action. Or your own, that works too.
That works way
Celeste,
better.
you see from
See.
this alley, from the darkness, you see two ice cold blue eyes meet yours, and as he does, he backs up into the alley.
Mr. Heinlein, slow down. And how far away can I cast? I'll cast minor illusion, like another firework, like in the direction down the alley that I saw him.
All right.
Because it's got a 30-foot range. I'm not sure how far away he was.
Yeah, you shoot off this firework, and as it lights up, Heinlein, you can see the figure of Satvik as he backs into that alley.
Where I was feeling rage before, seeing him in person now just kind of like elevates that. and he just starts stomping towards there, hand on his hilt, of his sword, and he. Sefik, come out of here. Sefik, get your ass out of that alleyway right now.
You don't hear a response.
I'm trying to think of what I would say with this. Because what's hard is I know I can't see for shit in this whole area, let alone in a dark alley.
There are quite a few lanterns lighting up the streets.
Right.
Yeah, but the alley
like
is a little
as
darker.
it goes into the alley, it goes
Yes.
dark. So I'm
Yes.
like,
Why are you hesitating there, Mr. Heinlein? Thought we were going to get him.
Sefik, I said, get your ass out of that alleyway, you sniveling coward. You hound. Just a sniveling, boot-licking hound.
Give me another intimidation.
14.
You see as the figure starts to come forward again, these ice blue eyes looking at you. You see he has both hands up in the air. All right, you caught me. Bring me in, I guess. Oh, arrest me for my misdeeds.
That one's Sefik, the killer.
That's Orlin.
His commentary.
The nun is just gonna get everyone arrested.
The unnamed
Wait.
cleric is just standing further back.
He's just writing notes.
What is Heinlein wearing? Like, does he have a shield? What kind of armor is he wearing?
He has I'm sorry, I'm looking back at my hero force thing. He's got primarily like a bunch of furs and like he's very like got knightly armor. He's got a like breastplate on, a lot of furs, warm clothing, fur coming out of like his shoulder, like pauldrons. He's got a cape that's also got like a lot of like just furs coming out of it. He does have a shield and he's got his sword. He's got like a satchel with all, or like a backpack with all of his stuff in it.
So Celeste is gonna kind of reach up and tap him on the bum. I got you from the back, and I'm gonna cast light on his butt, and I'm gonna take a few steps back.
So there's a light coming from underneath your cape from your butt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that area, like whatever is
So
on the
the cape-
outside.
The cape would light up, yeah. So the cape just starts
Celeste
to glow.
lifts up my cape and harasses me in the streets. So my cape starts to glow. As this light appears from behind me. I'm thinking, normally I would have said let's go to the southwest gate, but we're heading to the east gate.
I guess, yeah, there's militia over there. You can take me in, all right? But lead the way.
And I start leading him to the east gate.
Start leading.
You're not, don't worry, you're not, there's no reason to dick around with the sniveling authorities in this land. We're heading past the gate.
Oh,
And we'll find out which of us is actually worthy of living in these lands. He's like a very cold, distanced, like he's like not shouting anymore, but just very cold and distanced voice. He's very one-track mind right now.
all right. You head to the east gate, where there are guards waiting to open and close it. You have a man in front of you who has his hands up that you're leading. Celeste is with you. You don't know yet, but there's 2 people following you as well.
Yeah.
What's going on here? What's all this then? What are you doing with this man?
We're just heading to East Haven.
Why does he have his hands up?
I don't know. People are strange in this land.
He's trying to take me in, officer.
Take you in for what?
Do an intimidation check for me again once more. Yeah. It's like, no, we're going to East Haven. He puts his hands down. All right. Well, head out then. And they'll start picking the planks off the door and open it up as you 3 head out. Orlin and unnamed cleric, do you also approach the guards, or what's your plan here?
I feel like I've been grilling Orlin as to like what this situation is. So who is the man that seems to be surrendering? You said he's the murderer. Just trying to clarify the situation.
Yes, must be some sort of ploy. Trust me, he's a cold-hearted killer.
Can I, just, especially as we're getting closer to the gate and seeing, like, kind of the interaction at the gate, can I just do another insight check, but this time on, like, Heinlein and Cephik, just to see, like, what between those two is this a thing? Like, is Cephik putting on a show, or is Heinlein, like, actually kidnapping this person?
Do an insight.
Can I? Never mind. No, that's fine.
For up to this point, you've seen that Heinlein's been very, like, not aggressive, but firm with Cephik, getting him to go where he wants him to. So you can assume he's leading him outside for a reason. And Cephik has been trying to get taken in. He seems confident that if he gets taken in, he'd be fine. So this being taken outside isn't what he wanted, obviously.
Listen, I have to follow them. You don't have to come with me. You don't have to believe me. But that man, he works with the Snow Queen to kill those who try to flee their fate in these drawings. Ensures the sacrifices go through.
I mean, I feel like I have to see this through, at least for the next little bit. Nothing else for my own curiosity?
Watch this train.
Well then, come quick.
I mean, I wish you would have known we were going to get into a fight. I would have been a little bit more prepared, but that's okay.
You approach the guards. It was, you're leaving too. Everybody's getting out of town, I suppose.
Yes, I'd prefer not to be drawn. Going to be, spending next night without heat.
Alright, fair enough.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Oh my god.
Alright, so may the
Stavros
Frostmaiden,
sleeping and he slits his own throat with a
may the Frostmaiden spare you then. And they'll let you through as well before they close up the doors. So you continue to head out. Highland, how far are you going?
I want to take him. I want to say 100 feet out. Does that feel like the guards wouldn't see us out there?
In the dark, they wouldn't be able to see you out there, correct?
Okay, even with my glowing cape.
With the glowing cape, yes, they would. Sorry, I forgot you had a glowing cape.
Okay. I do want to. 200 feet.
That's more than enough.
Okay. 200 feet. I'll go 200 feet before I stop.
I don't know if this will impact anything before you start your stuff with Sephic. As we would go out of the gate, I would also cast light on the like little reliquary I have on my neck, so that would also start glowing as well. So we would be more visible since we were moving outside of the city.
Yeah. Give me. I won't use passive for this. I'll you do perception straight up from both Heinlein and Celeste. And actually, Sephic will roll too. Hey.
Could just be other travelers if they roll bad. Damn it.
God. I clicked it and I saw the 22 and I was like, holy crap, I did it. And I was like, that's the last. And then mine popped up.
Yeah.
So what's the lingering injury?
so
She's seeing through to my soul.
you turn
I like how the lingering injury for Heinlein was everyone he knew died.
Yeah. So
as-
be careful what you wish for, Dyto.
as soon as you see the light, Celeste, you turn to look, and Sephic also goes, "Oh, you brought some more friends with you." So you see two people a little further back, lit up. You see a dragonborn and a half orc behind you.
Copper wire. Here you go. Old man, is that you? Or is that some other old man looking half orc with a dragonborn?
Oh, look at the snow down there. That's interesting.
I would, since they called out to me, looking more at Sephic, just as we're approaching as well, and say, they say you serve the goddess Oriel. Is that correct?
Oh, so word is spreading about me when I specifically asked for it not to. You look right at Orlin.
It's true. You serve and you wish to keep this eternal winter on our land.
Suppose it's out now. Yes, I do. I serve Ariel, the Frostmaiden.
Well, I wish you the best then tonight. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for right now.
Very cool. So, is this just going to be a you and me thing, or is all your friends here to back you up because you need it?
I look back at this scenario. As far as I know, it was supposed to be just me. Celeste here was apparently hired to do the same job I was. However, this for me is no longer about a goddamn job. And I pull out my sword. Go on. Pull out your weapon.
Celeste is backing up even farther.
All right. And he puts his hand up, and the ice longsword begins to gather together from moisture. What little moisture's in the air, he pulls it out. This time I can finish this job. You can't go around helping these folk, giving them hope. And let's roll initiative.
We saved Zavros.
One of us will go on to form a new party.
So much.
Luckily, he rested in a tavern full of adventurers.
Yeah. He wakes up, there's a note on his door that just says 21 Craig Street.
God.
I'm having deja vu.
I'm
I
sorry.
go into a house full of dead people, and it's like, what the fuck?
Here's what's gonna suck. I know I'm gonna roll low. I always roll low on these, and he's gonna one-shot me again.
No,
Oh.
he rolled better than me.
Oh,
Alright, let's see. I only got a 14. The sister got a 3. Orlin got a 12.
Is it clear that Highland's trying to 1v1 on Rust? Sorry, that's a car reference.
I
I think so,
think
yeah.
that I think based on the first time I've interacted with him and how you've seen me interact since I got back to the bar in the first place, he got a 20 and he's gonna one-shot me.
Got a fucking nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He is going to kill me. I think it's pretty clear, evident that Heinlein thinks everyone else around him right now is irrelevant. His plan is just to kill this man.
Okay.
All right. So at the top of the turn order is
Yeah.
Sefik. Says,
Yep.
well, just as I didn't warn you, as he runs forward and slashes at you. First slash is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
This is gonna go very well. Wait, let me make sure I got the dice right. Yes. For 4 slashing, 5 cold,
Or slashing 5 cold.
and he swipes again.
Okay.
For 21.
That hits.
8 slashing, 5 cold. And it is your turn.
Okay. Immediately he slashes into me with his ice sword. I think it's clear, like, blood is pouring out of Heinlein at this moment, but he is still standing for once. So he at least takes his hit significantly better than he did before. He is actually going to, for his bonus action, say, "What you did is unforgivable. Everything you did up until now will be shown to have done nothing for your worthless worm life." And so bonus action, that's my shield of faith, so my AC is 2 higher. And imagine like this. You got the camera, right? And it's like the reverse shot of like over Sefik's shoulder as you see Heinlein saying this. And then it like slowly fades into the camera shifts and you start seeing the reverse shot of over my shoulder, and then you see Sefik. But then so my shoulder, Sefik in the middle, but then you notice revealed from behind him is a ghostly figure of an orc.
There it is.
That's my turn. That's my full turn.
All right. Let me double check this because this might actually just go into. I think I've been having it go into effect on your turn, correct? When you summon it, or is it next turn?
I think so. I think so. I think you've been doing it on my turn. I didn't even think about that.
Let me check to see if it says anything first.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know this is like a big battle, so I don't want to win or die by technicalities.
Okay, so because we've been doing it as a weird flavor because you've I don't think you know it's there right now, but you have to command it.
Right, I know we're doing like weird flavor.
So it will go on your next turn. You have to command it.
You want me to actually command it?
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm reading this right. Yeah.
What's the okay? So is commanding an action then, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Much like having a companion or something.
Okay.
Very cool. All right, Orlin, you see this spiritual orc appear behind Heinlein, and he's just taken 2 big slashes from
I'm
Sefik.
familiar with this orc at this point. I don't know where the hell it comes from, but I know that it's seemingly friendly. So I'm just going to magic missile Sefik.
All right.
Not bad. 13.
13. Yeah, as this orc appears behind you, see these 3 bursts hit Cephik in his side as he glares over at Orlin. Ah, so you were tricking me to get into a group. I'm glad I killed all of them. Wasn't hard to find them once word got out of the deeds you all were doing. Celeste.
Oh my god. That was so... Did everybody see that? Did I drink too much? As my bonus action, I'm going to use my stake and kind of like use a flinging motion. And I'm going to use one of my healing lights on Heinlein. I'm not actually throwing the stick, but
Okay, that's what I was. Both me and Dr. Phage were like, "Are you gonna stab me for a 1 again?"
that'll be a D6, and it is a 1.
I don't even notice because my cape is light too, and it was such a small amount.
But then that light is gonna bounce off of him into Cephik, and I'm gonna use my action to Eldritch Blast. For a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 4 force damage.
Oh, 2 now.
And there's a 1 there too. Two ones. 2
Sister, let me. Oh, sorry, you have more?
I'm gonna move back.
Yeah, you guys are a little bit further back from Cephik than Heinlein is. Sister Liliana, is that how? Liliana? How are we saying?
Liliana.
All right, you just saw these 3 people jump this man after he slashed Heinlein. To be fair.
I think I see Celeste try to heal Heinlein with like this very soft, glowing gold light that's coming off of him, very gentle and all of that. And Liliana just points out. Ooh, am I there? Okay, I was lagging.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're just lagging, but you're here.
Points at Heinlein and says, "May the Lord of Light fill you with strength." And I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word on Heinlein.
Right, I have 2nd level spells.
So that is 7 total healing for you. And the light that comes out of Liliana's claw is like a very harsh, more white, almost like a magnesium fire light, like very bright and very not at all gentle, and just kind of hits Heinlein and seals up some of his wounds. And then screw it, I'll huck a sacred flame at this guy. I need a dexterity saving throw.
He got a 10.
He takes 2 radiant damage.
I know it's serious for us, but I imagine from the guard post, there's just a constant flashing lights that it just looks like we're out there having a rave.
Yeah. So we aren't playing fair. All right, let's do this then. And he's going to attempt to stab you again, Heinlein.
Mm-hmm.
For a 7.
Does not hit.
And then he is going to. He doesn't like the support you're getting from everybody, so he's going to Misty Step over to them and then run up to attack Orlin because he did the most damage to him. He got that 1 though, so he just misses with his swipe. And that is his turn. Heinlein, he is roughly 60 feet from you at this point.
Okay. What other people do has nothing to do with me. My fight here is with you. You can deal with them after I'm dead. Or do you think you can't put me down anymore? Now that I've accustomed to the harsh winds of your land. I say this, but like I'm eye to eye. I am like clearly seeing this ghost, and I'm like not even really paying. I just know that he disappeared, and I'm seeing this orc, and I'm saying these things, but at the same time, I think I'm rationalizing something that I'm seeing in front of me that I'm not quite realizing at first until I glance down and I see this gaping hole in its chest. And that's when it kind of hits me what I'm seeing, and I think it's a vision. And like tears start like rolling down my cheeks as they start freezing up. I must kill you tonight. And with that, I am going to I'm laying on hands. That's my resolve kicking in. So I'm going to use 7 lay on hands on myself. 16. Okay, and then that's my turn because that's my action.
Orlin, he is right up on you, bud.
Oh, man. I have 2 ideas. One is a big risk. You know what? I'm just gonna try and get as much damage off as possible. Fuck this guy. He's right up against me. My hand starts to glow again, with 3 balls of light, and he's so close this time, I just kind of shove it into his stomach, and the missiles go off. Poof, poof, poof. Low hits. 9. Get one for the other.
Yeah, just close impact. They don't like get the speed to get the damage that you need off, but it still does do a big hit to him.
Mm-hmm. And then what I'm gonna do is try to. No, there's no point because he could just chase me again. I'll wait right there. I just get ready for his next attack.
Celeste.
How close is he now that he's went over to Orlin since I moved back?
He wouldn't be 5 feet from you. You have like at least 10 feet. It's hard because I didn't put a map up for you guys, obviously,
Yeah.
but I assume you're not all just standing together, holding hands.
Okay. I'm gonna move back closer to Heinlein. And seeing that this new Dragonborn helped seal some wounds, I'm just gonna pump a guiding bolt into this guy.
Need to go for
Try to. 13's not gonna hit.
13 does hit.
Oh, it does. So 16 radiant damage.
All right.
Good damage.
Yes.
And I think the next attack has advantage.
It does, yes. As this bolt shoots off across the snowy path that you're on and lights him up, and a faint aura glows around him for a moment here. Anything else from you?
No, because to me, Heinlein doesn't look that bad off at the moment. So I think that's going to be my turn.
Sister Liliana.
Seeing this guy suddenly appear and run up on us and try to swing at Orlin at least. Almost as a reaction, a bright light is going to flash out of that necklace that she is wearing and kind of shoot out in a cone, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands on this mofo. I need a dexterity saving throw.
What? pass this, shall we? 6.
Ooh, so he fails. So he's going to take 10 fire damage, please.
All right. He's just engulfed in flame, and he doesn't take this well. He screams out as you do this. Then
That is my turn.
his turn. So you're just gonna murder me like you did with Ravison, huh? All right. He's gonna swing at Orlin twice. Oh, there's a miss there. Wait, no, you're a wizard. You might hit. 13.
Let me double check. It would, but I'll cast shield.
Right. He's gonna swing again. No, still and that one. This guy's rolling real well now. Yeah. He swings twice, just clangs off this magical shield that pops up in front of Orlin. Finally.
Sorry, clicked that accidentally.
In Orcish, and it just kind of just slips for him. In Orcish, he says, "How dare you scream in pain after causing the death and violence against those who couldn't defend themselves?" And as he turns around, and as he does, my action is the orc ghost is going to use his dash, so he just basically it appears the 60 feet right in front of Cephik, and I slowly start walking towards him for my 30 feet of movement.
All right. Yeah, this orc appears. So he's facing Orlin, but Orlin would see this orc appear behind Cephik as you start to approach as well. Orlin.
Orlin reaches into his bag, throws out some ash, and the spectral, ghoulish hands start to rise from the ground and rake at his legs.
That's a
Wisdom save. I've never rolled higher on my D12 than my D8. Makes no
10.
sense. Hey!
Oh,
You failed then?
Yeah,
Shit.
he's rolling like trash.
Okay, yeah, those spectral arms just start raking at him and pulling life force out of him.
I think he's underestimated us because he knocked us down so hard, so fast last time
Yeah.
that he's absolutely just not prepared for this fight.
And you're much stronger than last time too.
Yeah, obviously.
Celeste.
I am going to he didn't get a hit off. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him. And it's with advantage because he should still have
Yeah, because the
my
rest of them have
guiding
just
bolt.
been saves. Yep.
Mhm.
I believe that's how it works. I'm going to make it work that way. Yeah, 15 will hit.
For 8 force damage.
I almost gave him more HP.
No, don't do that.
It's just Eldritch Blast. He's just getting pummeled by all sides. Isn't able to get any attacks off. Sister Liliana.
Again, seeing that this guy's getting absolutely thrashed and very much enjoying it, sends out a mote of light from her fingertips again and says, "Suffer under the light of the Lord." And I'm going to cast Bane on him. I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Come on, dude. Oh my god, 7.
Oh goodness.
Okay. So he will have subtracted D4 from all saving throws and attack rolls.
Correct.
I will say that's a waste because he rolls like crap.
Hey, look, his luck's going to turn eventually. I'm hedging my bets.
He got one good hit off. By that, I mean he dropped me from 30 to 8.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, exactly. That's why I put Bane on him.
He will stand up, seeing Orlin's been able to hold off his attacks and this orc is approaching him. He will Misty Step once again to get to you, Heinlein, who has moved up 30 feet.
Mhm.
And he is going to slash at you twice. He does have the Bane.
Yep.
Um.
And my AC should be 20.
All right. Well, he got a 21. So this will hit.
Damn.
He finally rolled good. It's because he has to
Finally?
attack Heinlein, not anybody else.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah.
going on.
This is me and his fight.
7 slashing, 6 cold.
Okay.
Make a con save for me, please. To keep your
Come
shield
on, it's
up.
my best stuff. Nope, it goes away.
Fail. So the
It cuts right through it.
Yeah, your shield of faith goes down. As he swings again for 5. So that one
5.
misses.
Yeah.
But he does look pleased that he was able to take the shield down.
And again, I'm just like in orcish, talking to him. I'm like not really thinking about like what language I'm using. And I like staring directly, like his piercing blue eyes, my piercing green eyes, staring at each other.
And is
You
your turn.
decided to end what is considered fair when you went into my house and murdered my comrades. And I will order, and with that, the orc comes in from behind the 30 feet and then stabs into his back.
All right, roll a d20 for me.
12 on the dice.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll a d12 for me. Plus a d8 as well.
Oh. 3. God.
Okay. Yeah. Does a big chunk to him.
Yeah.
As this spiritual orc slashes through him. Do it again. Roll another d20.
10 on the dice.
That still hits. Roll a d12 plus 4 and then a d8.
Okay, so that'd be 14.
How does this orc slash down Sapphic?
So as I'm saying this to him, the orc appears like right behind him and stabs him once through the chest, right where he stabbed all of my companions. And he like flips it around and comes right back out. While we're just having this stare down, and I speak to him in orc. And as he drops down, I'm staring directly into Gel's eyes. And I'm going to pass out, and Gel's going to disappear.
Sapphic drops to his knees. You guys see him from behind as he drops to his knees, and then Heinlein falls in the snow as the spiritual orc disappears. And as Sapphic begins to try and look up, you can see wisps of this bluish air coming out of him as the color begins to disappear from his skin, and the ice starts to come over the exposed skin that's on his body, and he falls over dead.
Seeing Heinlein fall to the ground, Celeste is gonna go, oh shit, oh no, and she's gonna like hobble her little halfling legs over, and the new person will see her. She has a stake in her hand, and she brings it up over her head and shoves it into her chest. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. 13.
13 healing
Ooh.
for Heinlein.
Hey, it's more than one.
Yeah, for once.
No, up to you. I assume you stay passed out.
Yeah.
Orlin's
enough.
gonna crack a chicken bone and throw it on top of Sapphic and concentrate on create bonfire.
Does he have anything cool on his person?
As you say that, fire engulfs Sapphic. And you can see even like the sword that he was holding also disappeared with this blue aura that came off of him that whisked away into the wind.
The pirate in Celeste cries out.
And with this scene Celeste pumping healing into Highland by stabbing him with a wooden shard, and the body of Cephik burning, we will end our session.
Good
So
session.
thank you so much for joining us. Very good session. Sorry Cephik wasn't harder for you, but you guys are also much stronger than he is now, so it made sense.
We got hits on him finally.
Yeah.
He
I
also-
thought it was very cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I just want to thank
except for Zavros, right?
Zavros passed out in his hotel room. I want to thank Featherfall Gaming for the raid earlier. If any of you are still here, thank you very much. Yeah, be sure to check check out all these kids. Check out all these lovely kids here on their various social medias, as well as Swindler's Den social medias everywhere you can think of, except for like TikTok. I think we don't have. But if you want to catch any of our shows in audio-only format, like if you're like driving around delivering mail like I do, it's a nice thing to listen to. $1 per month on our Patreon. You can get everything in audio format, and they come out pretty quick after we stream them as well.
Let's
yeah.
look for someone to raid. Share the love.
Does anybody have anybody they follow that is streaming D&D right now, preferably?
Level 1
Level one
geek is
geek?
streaming.
All right.
Hey, that sounds good.
We're gonna go raid level 1 geek. Tell him we sent you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys over there. Have a good night, everybody. Kiss someone you love.